If you want to become a millionaire, you should study Millionaires. Learn how they gained their wealth and their behaviors so that you can replicate that. So today, that's what we're going to deep dive. I'm going to be sharing what I found out about current millionaires and pick apart what we should glean from it, what information we should use to inform our own actions to help us achieve the same level of financial success. So if $1 million to your name someday is a goal of yours, you're in the right place. Plus, of course, I'm going to share my own thoughts on the matter. What does the future millionaire look like? Is it harder or easier than ever to become an everyday millionaire? Hint, it's much easier. Let's discuss. And be sure to stick around until the end because I'm actually going to be giving out 10 free copies of the audiobook that just launched for my second book, Money You Can Hack It. Audible was kind enough to provide me with 10 download codes, so I'm going to give those out at the end of today's video. I'm super excited to get this into the hands, or I guess rather the ears of some of you. I'm very proud of this book and the recording. Again, info on how to get your copy at the end. All right, back to Millionaires. Let's start with the data. Most of this is going to be US based, by the way, and sources I'm going to link in the description down below. The Global Wealth Report says that the total number of millionaires in the US is 18.6 million. The US added 675,000 new millionaires from 2018 to 2019 alone and has more millionaires than any other country. Bloomberg reported that current projections are that 1,700 new millionaires are made every day, and that by 2030, millennials are estimated to control 5 times as much wealth as they have now. According to the iconic book, let me grab it. And according to the iconic book, but not my personal favorite, The Millionaire Next Door, 80% of millionaires are self-made and only 20% inherited their millions. Roughly 80% of current millionaires are what you'd call first-generation millionaires who earn their wealth on their own. Very interesting. These same statistics actually hold up when it comes to who's still working and who's retired. Only 20% of millionaires are retired. The other 80% are still in the workforce, and this 80% are still in the workforce statistic definitely caught my attention because think about it. Would you still work if you had a net worth over $1 million? You might think no, but one reason why is that many millionaires actually still stress about their money. Most millionaires worry about retirement, their kids' college fund, and the mortgage, just like the rest of us. Those worries are greatest among new millionaires, the people who just recently acquired their wealth. So, does $1 million solve all of your problems? Maybe not. By the way, I did recently make a video starting with that question, does more money mean more problems? Check out that one after this. The US millennial millionaire owns an average of 3 properties with a real estate portfolio worth $1.4 million. That's not something I'm gonna super deep dive today, but it's food for thought. Roughly 8% of Americans are millionaires and approximately 14% of US households are in the millionaire club. That 8% is actually up from 6.2% in 2018 and just 5.8% in 2017. 8% honestly is more than I would have guessed. In terms of age, the average age of the US millionaire is 62 years old. About 38% of US millionaires are over 65 years of age, and 80% of current millionaires didn't reach $1 million until at least 50 years old. So if you're young, don't be in a hurry. In fact, Warren Buffett created the bulk of his wealth after age 50, like nearly all of it. And I wanted to share this little fact for perspective here. Becoming a millionaire in the US is no small feat globally. If you're a millionaire in US dollars, you were in the top 0.6% of wealth for the world's population. If you have access to the internet that allows you to watch this, it's very likely you don't know what truly poor is, so I guess gratitude is everything, but I digress. So those are some interesting facts that I came across in research, but let's talk millionaire behaviors. 67% of wealthy people watch less than 1 hour of television daily, and 63% spend less than 1 hour daily surfing the internet. As you might expect based on what I previously said, most millionaires are the next door variety, or what Chris Hogan calls everyday millionaires in his book, Everyday Millionaires. They're people who work simple jobs, even teachers, who simply work hard, live below their means with modest homes and inexpensive cars, and invest the money they didn't spend. Note that I didn't say save the money. You cannot save your way to millionaire status. You must invest. 72% of millionaires cite smart investing as a key to their success. I suspect they know and understand the power of compound interest, and the importance of investing early and often and consistently. A study by the Harris Group titled Survey of Affluence and Wealth showed that these high net worth respondents saved an average of 23% of their income, and I have to assume again that a good chunk of that 23% was invested right away. Half of all millionaires are self-employed or own their own business. And in terms of education, 80% are college graduates, but only about 18% of millionaires have master's degrees. In the future, I do suspect the own their own business number is going to rise and the degree percentages are going to drop. I have nothing specific to back this up, but I do think a year plus of a pandemic has forced a lot of people to rethink education and how they earn money overall. Many took to the internet in a work from home fashion, and some learned how to start an online business or develop a passive income stream or streams. I think there's going to be a huge uprising of online business entrepreneurs with no college degrees. Okay, let's talk about the mindset of a millionaire. First of all, they understand and believe that they control their own destiny, and some have taken destiny into their own hands. There's been a rise of information products like ebooks, Etsy stores, and courses, and I think they're here to stay. In fact, I think the future of higher education could be online courses, as many have been forced to rethink if college still makes sense, as most of it has been online anyway this year. But that's a whole video in and of itself. I have a course, by the way, because of course I do, it's the future. It's called Save Money Resolution at themoneyresolution.com. And this month, purchasing that course comes with 30 minutes with me over Zoom so that we can talk about your financial situation in a comfortable environment. If you use code SPRING25 at checkout, that also gets you 25% off. So as I mentioned, 8% of Americans are millionaires. Obviously, over the next 10 or 20 years, this percentage is going to shoot up simply because of inflation. But what the millionaire looks like and how the millionaire achieves their million will look a lot different than it did in the past. So what does all this tell us? What did I learn researching millionaires, and what can you take away from all this? Well, the numbers show that most millionaires are in fact regular Joes who did it on their own. People who earn a modest income, focus on living below their means and increasing their savings rate. People who invest regularly and often, especially in tax advantage retirement accounts. A lot have a college education, but it's not a prerequisite by any means. They're self-made. They're more than likely self-taught. They believe becoming a millionaire was within their control. They were responsible for their financial success, and they knew they could achieve it. In other words, they had a positive mentality and a can-do spirit. They've developed good financial habits, and that takes discipline and practice. And this all leads me to believe that every single one of us can strive to become a millionaire. It's more than possible. Frankly, I think it's never been easier, and we're about to see a rise in millionaire status that we've never seen before. But never forget, money doesn't solve all your problems. It's a tool to get your time and freedom back. As I mentioned too, people were forced to live below their means because of this pandemic, and savings rates were never higher. And there's more information out there than ever for free, like videos like this. Heck, there are even multiple celebrities in the finance space here on YouTube alone, and they're even teaming up and going live and creating second and third channels to deliver even more useful content. And I personally can't get enough of it. The best part is, I think all of this is here to stay. I could be wrong, of course, about the future millionaire, but I do have a positive outlook because I live in this space and I'm seeking financial freedom myself. I surround myself with positive information, and I focus on learning the how-tos, not the pessimistic advice or the negative Nancys like I covered in this recent video. You are the sum of what you surround yourself with. If you focus on the sky is falling news or get caught up in what's trending or all the rage right now, you're likely going to get distracted and your sky, so to speak, will fall. You'll get emotional because money is emotional. You'll be more likely to make bad decisions because garbage in, garbage out. But if you focus on learning and surrounding yourself with positivity and useful information like studying millionaires, if you focus on your money mindset and becoming a self-taught financial expert, if you implement what I call the 1% rule of money, where you spend 1% of your day each day, that's less than 15 minutes a day, working on your personal finances, you too you will be a millionaire next door, an everyday millionaire. You don't need to be an inventor, an athlete, or have any special skills or degrees. You can become financially independent. You can retire early if you continue to learn and develop a millionaire mindset. Study those that have succeeded before you. Surround yourself with people and information to help you in your journey, and stay focused on your future. After all, 88% of self-made millionaires read at least 30 minutes every day. So continue to focus on education. The naysayers don't believe in delayed gratification, but here's the truth about working hard now to enjoy it later in life. It's gratifying now to get on the path of success and stay on that path. Spending money doesn't give you gratification. Growing it does. Financial freedom does. I love this stuff and learning and sharing what I've learned and what I think. If you haven't learned that by now, I have plenty more to learn and share. So do be sure to subscribe so that I can keep delivering positive financial information and money mindset videos to you. I put out videos twice a week in 2021, so ring that bell to be notified if you want to know when those videos come out. Plus, as always, let me know your thoughts or questions in the description down below. I didn't forget. I promised some free audiobooks, so here's what you need to do to get that. I'm gonna post something generic in the comments and pin it to the top. Something like, thanks for watching, let me know what you think. Reply to that comment by saying, future millionaire here, and I'll comment back with your code to download the audiobook of my newest book, Money You Can Hack It, and very recent recording for free. It's that easy. First 10 people to comment back. My name is Frankie. Your name is awesome for watching until the end. Your middle name is Future and your last name is Millionaire. I appreciate you as always. Let me know what you thought of all this millionaire data or my thoughts today in the comments below. I do read every one of them. I read the positive ones twice. Like if you liked, and I'll see you in a few days on the next one. Thanks. Again, just write Future Millionaire here in the comments down below, and I'll comment back with your free code to download the audiobook. If I do miss it and don't reply though, email me, frankie@themoneyresolution.com, and I'll send you your code. If you're interested in that Mo Money, Mo Problems video, check that one out next. Thanks guys.